Right now, I want to bring to my stage this afternoon, evening, guest. Let's dial it back in. Kelli Freeman. And Kara forgot that she's supposed to sprint back up here to pass off the microphone.
My bad. I meant to say, woo, yay, Kelli!
And just to give a little introduction, Kelli is 10 years ago, she attended a camp for foster kids, and that changed her life. And it was that week that God showed her that she was put on earth to take care of the fatherless. She got home from camp, and within weeks quit her job, moved out of her home because to be semi-homeless and to become a homeless missionary. That started her journey helping Arizona foster children. A year later, she co-founded Hope in a Future, and the goal of this organization is to provide children with in the foster care system hope for their future. The plan was to do that throughout the summer camps and a Christmas party. God's had bigger plans than that. Kelli is now organizing 8 programs from 4 summer camps, life skills teaching, scholarships programs, and they had their first college graduate from U of A last month. And Kelli's currently serving as the executive director of Hope in a Future and has brought hope to over 500 children in the foster care system here in Arizona, and has allowed over 400 volunteers to be the hands and feet of Jesus. So we are so proud to have Kelli here with us. And I do want to just give a couple little plugs here. Coming up with City of Grace every year, we have an area of focus for ministry and missions, and this year it is foster care and adoption here in Arizona. So you'll be hearing different statistics throughout the next month of really what we can do as a church to address this problem. But right here with us is Kelli. I want to hear a little bit about your heart, and then we have an opportunity that you guys can take part in right away. So first of all, Kelli, just tell me a little bit about, obviously God just sparked something in your heart, but what has that been like to now put it into practice?
Well, when I first was invited to go to the little kids camp, I was nervous. I didn't feel equipped to work with these kids, and you hear statistics about foster kids. So I went up there scared out of my mind. And it was truly a piece of heaven. Every time we're at camp, I always describe that you get to see a glimpse of what heaven truly looks like. God's people loving God's kids. And he moved me to drastically change my life from that, and I wanted to help the kids in any way that I could. So we started the ministry with the intent of it just being one summer camp and the Christmas party, but once you start working with these kids, especially the teenagers, you see that they have greater needs. On average, a foster child will move up to 3 times a year. Right now we have a child that's been in care since he was 2. He's now 16 and he's moved 42 times. So amazingly enough, he has the ambition to do something with his life, and he will go to college and he will graduate, but that's rare. These kids typically don't have hope. And so just being a vessel for the Lord and showing them hope, compassion, and love brings a lot to their lives.
Now, this upcoming event that's happening on the 19th of February, and this is something that we get to take part in. We're invited to join along. Tell me a little bit about the Princess Program. How did that get started?
At the little kids camp, they have a night where they have a big birthday party for all the kids, and they did that because years ago there was a little boy at camp that didn't know when his birthday was, and he told the camp director that, and this was in another state, that he didn't know he hadn't had a birthday in 2 years. So obviously that broke the director's heart, and they decided they were just gonna have a big birthday party for all the kids. So that's my favorite part of camp that night. And so when we started the teen camp, we wanted to have something as significant for 2 reasons. It's a special moment for the kids, but for the teenagers, we wanted to do something to wow them up front and break down barriers and walls. So the Princess Program is a prom-like event. The goal of the event is to show these girls that they're daughters of the King. So we have, actually, Pastor Shepherd is coming out. to do our Bible study with the girls and talk to them about what it means to be a daughter of the King. And then we have over a 1,000 formal gowns set up where the girls shop. We've got jewelry, shoes, and then we have a salon that does all the hair and makeup. And then we have godly men, hopefully a lot of you will be there, that escort the girls to their table, serve them dinner, and you're just a great example of what godly men looks like, because a lot of these kids don't see that. On average, I think they say about 80% of children that are in foster care have been abused, women sexually abused. So they're used to inappropriate behavior with men, a majority of them. So it's rare for these girls to see that. And a lot of the times the girls will ask you, why are you doing this for me? I don't deserve this.
So ways that we can help is to have volunteers who are personal shoppers, right? Volunteers who are handling like the logistics of setup, tear down, kind of running around doing errands in the middle. And then men who are willing to serve and escort these women to their tables and then just show them what it's like to be a princess. And this is on the 19th, is that correct?
It's the 19th, yes.
Okay.
So it's in Glendale. It's around the 83rd Avenue and Bell area. We actually go to 3 different locations. So if you're a personal shopper, you're there from 9 to 9. And you're that little girl's cheerleader. You are there to encourage her. You're there to help her pick out a dress. You're there through the whole process, and you get to go through the dinner with her, dance with her at the end of the night, and things like that. And then the logistics people, we have 1,000 dresses, so those need to be set up and broken down and all that stuff. So you'd be helping with that, and then at the dinner, helping clear the tables and wash dishes, and then break down the event. The men, you'll be getting there at 4, and we'll be going over kind of directions on how you properly serve the girls, and Miss Margie will be doing that. And then we'll be, and you'll serve the girls, clear the tables, and then after that, they'll probably ask you to dance. We have ballroom dancing. We have an instructor come in, so try to dance with them. A lot of men have a hard time doing that with the girls. And then at the end of the night, we do a toast to the girls, and we have one of the guys that says a prayer and really just honors them. So it's a really great night. So personal shoppers, 9 to 9, long day. You're wearing Sunday best. Logistics, 11 to 9. Behind the scenes, jeans, comfy shoes. We'll provide a Princess Program t-shirt. Guys, all black, nice clothes, button-down shirt, collared shirt, black slacks, dress pants, and then we'll provide the pink tie. Try not to say that all the time because people run, but it looks really sharp.
I bet it does. Yes, it does. We don't need to camp on that. So awesome. And Kara is going to be a place where you sign up this evening. So if you can lend a hand, we would love to have a great showing from Compass, just representing how we can be the feet of Jesus and the hands of Jesus to these children. Now, I asked you earlier, and would you just share with me just a little story of maybe one child who's been impacted greatly, and then I'd love to hear a story of a volunteer whose life has been changed as well, besides yours.
Gosh, this was our 2nd year doing the Princess Program. I think this is going to be our 9th Princess Program. And we had this little girl. She got off the bus, and we announce all the kids, and we hoot and holler for them. And she's getting off, and she looks me dead in the eye, and she's like, my counselor sent me to the wrong camp. And I've got my paper, and I'm laughing because I know that this girl's going to be drastically changed from camp, because that's usually what happens. And for the first 4 hours at camp, we're just doing acquaintance games, things like that. But this girl just kind of has this gloss over her eyes. She's not happy. She doesn't want to be there. She's extremely depressed. And then we go into the Princess Program, and it's a 2-hour deal. There's 4 different stations of getting ready. And she's, trying on her dress. She gets a pretty dress, and her counselor's really pouring into her, Amy. And she goes through all of that, but never really smiles. Well, our camp is on a hill, and she starts walking down to where she's going to walk down this zigzag road pathway, and then there's all the men are lined up on red carpet. And they're all standing there, and she lost it. She just started crying, and she's like, why are you guys doing this for me? I don't deserve this. And just kept saying that over and over and over. And her counselor, standing right there with her, was able to tell her that God loves her, she's beautiful, and she deserves this plus so much more. We took her back, fixed her makeup, and then she came back through, and we had beautiful pictures of her. She was smiling. Well, when she got home from camp, we send surveys to the kids, and she had put in this survey. We got this back like 2 weeks after, and she put in there that prior to going to this camp, she wanted to commit suicide, and because of the love and compassion that her counselor had shown her, that she wanted to continue to live. So her counselor was extremely moved by that, went back to school for family studies, and it's completely changed her life. She's now working heavily with the organization. She's a volunteer, and just has a heart for this ministry.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much, Kelli,
Thank you.
for sharing your heart with us, and then also practical ways. And I know that sometimes we see statistics and it seems untouchable, but you've given us an avenue to make a very large impact in a very short amount of time. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.